Friends, today we have here a Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus, and the problem on this phone is the charging port. But to do this, the problem on this Samsung, the pant here, it's like just a plastic covering the blue plastic or like gold plastic covering the glass, the top glass. So when you touch it with like this kind of tools, this one, or with the plastic, or with this kind of plastic, the paint just like peel off and shows this damage. It's ugly, so I don't recommend that you replace the charging port by doing this. If the charging port is bad, the only solution for you to do it, you can do it if you want to use a phone like this, but the only solution for you to do it is buying a new screen with everything on it, which is this is the charging port. And I think this is the only solution, I mean safe solution, for someone who has no experience how to separate the glass to get out these two soft case from here, and after that put the new one without making this damage. But I can guarantee that everyone try to do this, he gonna have the same issue because it's very sensitive. Once you insert this inside, it makes this kind of damage, unless someone has another solution, and I don't think so. Alright, so today I'm gonna show you how to replace, instead of saying the charging port, to replace the whole screen on this phone, which is gonna be like very easy. And before you do this, you start doing this repair, please watch the full video, and after that you can do it step by step. Alright, so to do this job or this repair, we will need like some tools. We will need IC-Sami, we will need Phillips screwdriver, we will need some plastic spatulas like this ones, and we will need a heat gun. I have this one, and we will need some adhesive, double sticky adhesive, this one, and I think that's all. And also I will need gloves because it's gonna be very hot. So let's start. First thing we're gonna do, we will need to heat up the back cover like 2-3 minutes, and once it's hot enough, we're gonna go to the next step. Okay, I heat up the back cover for maybe like 1 minute. So now I'm gonna use the IC-Sami, and I will insert it here just in this corner, and make sure you insert only the tip like this. And once you insert it, you're gonna use plastic and you insert it here. Take this out and slide this all around the edges. It's not easy as you see because this one is already opened before. Okay, so I got it out. This is the back cover. See the side. Now I have a lot of screws here. This is the adhesive that they put on it. Alright, so I have a lot of screws here. I will open them one by one, and once I finish, I'll get back to you. Okay, so this is the last screw. Let me see how many screws we have here. 19 screw. So after you remove all these screws, you're just gonna like come here, take this is the wireless charging part, lift it up just this level, don't go all the way up. It's flexible, just don't peel it off. And after that, we need to make sure there is no SIM card inside here. And once we are sure and no screws left here, just use your thumb, push this push with this one, push the battery inside, and use these 4 fingers here and pull this frame to the back, just like this. And voila, I remove this one. So now we have here all this component here. We're gonna transfer them to the new screen, which is right here. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna disconnect the battery. Okay, and we're gonna disconnect the LCD, and we have another cable right here. This is the earpiece, and we have one more cable right here, and we have these cables here. Those are for the what do you call it, for the network signal. Okay, so now I'm just gonna, like, after I disconnect all the cables holding the motherboard, I will just lift it up a little bit like this, and once I lift it up like this, I will just go underneath here and disconnect the charging port cable, and the motherboard is free now. I forgot this cable here, so make sure don't forget any cable. Alright, so the motherboard now is free. What I'm gonna do now, I will take the battery out. To take the battery out from here, I'm just gonna use plastic. Don't use the metal, use just the plastic, and slide it just like this. And once you have it like this way, you can just pull it off. It comes off easy. We're gonna put this battery back here on the new screen, and now I'm just gonna take the components that left here and put them on the new screen. So I have this microphone here and the proximity sensor. Gently I'm just gonna peel it off like this, and it's off. I'm gonna put it directly back to the same spot on the new screen. Okay, and they have here the vibrator. I will use this okay, I got it out. Make sure don't break or don't cut this cable here. Make sure you go exactly underneath this metal thing, because sometimes when you try to use like some tools, you get between the metal thing and the cable, and that will damage the cable. And put it back where it's supposed to be, like this. Alright, so the next step is some plastic here. I don't know what is it for. Okay, so this plastic, I think it's covering nothing, so it can stay there. So now I'm gonna connect the charging port first here to the motherboard. Make sure it's matching perfectly. Okay, it's connected, and now I will just put the motherboard down, but make sure there is no cables underneath. If you feel like it's like popping up or something, make sure to check underneath if there is like something is like holding it. I'm connecting all the cables back except the charger, the battery cable is gonna be the last one. This is the earpiece, and the cable connects right here. And I have two more cables right here. These two cables, I will disconnect them one by one. and put them back where they're supposed to be. There is like a channel here. Make sure the cable is all the way inside this channel, and in this part here make sure the cable is going underneath the motherboard. Okay, in this extension here. Now we have the blue cable. Do the same thing. Disconnect this cable gently. Okay, and connect this cable exactly here. These cables, they have very sensitive edges. If you like stick them there without like making sure they are matching perfectly, you're gonna like damage the edges, and if you damage the edges it will be a problem. I realized that the blue cable first. And just making sure this cable is like exactly inside the channel and also is connected perfectly. Okay, it's connected. So now these two cables must be underneath the motherboard here. Alright, everything looks fine. So now I'm gonna connect the other end of the cables. First one is the blue. And the second one is the black cable. Voila, so it's connected. I still have some component here. I have this one and this one and this one. I will use the tweezers and lift them up, transfer them to the new part. I don't know what they are for, but I think they are like for something for calibration or for network or the last one is right here. Okay, so all of them, they are connected now. So now it's time to connect the battery. I connect the battery and I will put this back. I will start from the bottom part. Let me show you this. it's gonna be like this. I will start from the bottom part, the charging port first. Make sure it's matching perfectly, and after that you snap the top side. And once you have it like connected like this, we need to turn on the phone. I push here to make the connection on the power button, and voila. While the phone is turning on, I will put the screws back. Okay, it looks like it's good. So I will finish putting the screws. So I put the last screw. Now I will put the SIM card back. And I will put 2 strips of adhesive here and here. From the top and to the bottom. And I will use this cutter and cut them exactly or evenly with the edges. And make sure the adhesive sticks very well here. I will put another strip here from the top corner to the other corner, and another one here in the bottom. Okay, it's done. So what we're gonna do now, I will just uncover this adhesive. Okay, so now it's time for this back cover. Make sure there is no adhesive sticks here, and just make sure it's matching perfectly. And that's it. Actually, I don't have the password for this one, so I'm not gonna test it. Anyway, the screen is working perfect, and the charging port also, because it's new. And that was all. So thanks guys for watching, and please hit the thumbs up if you like this video, and also subscribe for more videos, and leave, if you have any advices or comments, leave them in the comments area, and I will consider them. And thanks again for watching, and see you in the next video.